Ladies and gentlemen, may I present Game 1 of the ISL2, and so it begins. In the bottom left position as the red Zerg, we have ISL2-blazin, and his opponent will be the brown Terran. In the top right, ISL2-gag. Hopefully high latency will fix everything, as it often does. The map, of course, is Blue Storm. For the first matches, the way the format of the group stages works is you have groups of 4 players. It is a MST style elimination, so you get first 4 players pair off 2 and 2. Then you have a winners match. The winner of the winners match advances from the group. The losers play, and the loser of that match gets knocked out of the tournament. And in the final match, the final 2 players play to determine who will be the second person to advance from the group. Exactly as we did it in ISL1, exactly as we did as they do in the MST Survivor groups. Man, it feels so weird to call it ISL1. It's like calling Brood War StarCraft 1. It's like, ugh, what's going on here? Anyway, let me first of all give a huge shout out to all our sponsors. They are KL Vitin, who the ISL2 is named after. It is the KL ISL. I'm still not 100% sure about that pronunciation. KL Vitin. TwitchTV.com, where you are watching this stream. KOS Templar, Elegant AOV, Ruskig, Trap, Megashira AOV, A1K1 A4K1, and Noise AOV, aka Shotcoder. I believe that's Shotcoder. I hope I'm not mistaken on that one. Anyway, an SCV looks like it's going to just come out down here. Move past the Scouting Overlord. That looks like it was a 12 patch. Indeed it was. And just 1 racks in the base for the Terran. No crazy shenanigans going on so far. Oh, and I must also not forget all the other lovely people who have helped out with this tournament. Huge shout out to our primary organizer, LRM Game. And of course, we have a cat team, a counter abuse team. Actually, you know, I'll give everyone a shout out at the end, because there's like a giant list of people, man. Some crazy huge organization going on here. So, got the sponsors, got our main organizer guy. I'll give everyone else a shout out at some point in the future. So, ooh, looks like we have a gas already down for Blazin, so he's going for a 2-hatch build. To be honest, I am not too sure what is the standard on Blue Storm. This is a relatively old map. I have played a number of games on it, but haven't obs too many. Anyway, we'll see. And of course, ISL2-blazin. Some of you may actually know him as Juntao, the recently featured streamer on Team Liquid. I believe that is who he is. Juntao, some numbers, I think it's 1998? Juntao 1998, if I hope that's not wrong. Anyway, there's the lair. And it looks like the SCV actually took a chunk of health off that spawning pool, but shouldn't really make a difference. 1 racks FE into 2 racks. Let's see if he adds more barracks or goes for the gas next. Actually, I think it has to be the gas, right? Yes? Gas? No? Yes, there's the gas. And the SCV, oh, looks like it is barely still alive. 10 HP remaining. Has seen the lair, knows it's a 2-hatch build. We have yet to see a den, so I would imagine it's going to be 2-hatch Muta. The den timing, of course, would be when the lair is halfway done, if he was going for lurkers. Now, interestingly, I remember the original version of Blue Storm was incredibly imbalanced for mutas, because you see this cliff behind the natural? It was actually much closer to the minerals. It was like right here, so you actually didn't have any space to put turrets back there. So Zerg used to be super imba on this map, but of course they did fix that. They gave you a nice bit of room right there. But there's still a cliff here, so it's still certainly possible. And we have 4 links just running around the map. A nicely placed bunker there. And is that an academy? Yes, indeed it is. So standard 2 racks into academy. And is that a drone? Indeed it is. Looks like he's going to take the top left base. Of course, the third over here is just a mineral only. So not so nice for the Zerg. And indeed, there was a bit of a lag spike there. Looks like it settled down as I watch the drone glide smoothly across the tile set. There is the Spire down, and looks like a second scouting SCV is coming in here. Is there a Sunken to help deny it? No, there isn't. The other three Lings are a little bit far back, so I think this SCV will get in the base and see the Spire, which is quite fortuitous for Gag. I actually don't know. Anything about Gag. I know Blazin is something like a B- level Zerg, just from watching his stream. Did he actually see the Spire? He must have saw the Spire. Must have seen the Spire. English? Grammar? It's pretty good. It's pretty good skill. Engineering bay going down, Stim being researched. Very, very standard stuff from Gag. And of course there is the third hatchery at the gas base. Interestingly, I mean, I think the two choices for the Zerg third are either this top left base or there's a 6 o'clock base, which you kind of sneak around here. And the 6 o'clock would I think is easier to defend with just a couple of lurkers because you have a smaller choke. Whereas this one, there's a fairly wide open area right here. It's not super wide, but two lurkers won't really cover it as easily. But obviously, it is a little bit harder for the Terran to push that, I think. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Either way, mutas are out. 6 mutas. So let's see how his muta micro is. We have 3 turrets here. Interestingly placed. He didn't actually put them behind here. Kind of put them on the sides of the minerals. I guess that makes it easier to repair them. And the Marines stim. They're going to try and catch these mutas. How many turrets in the main? No turrets in the main! Okay, there is 1 turret there and 1 turret by the barracks, but that's interesting. That he would build 4 turrets at the natural and only 1 in the main. Anyway, more mutas are coming out for Blazin. Is he getting any of the upgrades? No upgrades for the mutas. That's fine. 8 mutas now, and oh no, he's got to be so careful. Almost running straight over that Marine group. Gag seemed to not pay attention. He definitely could have stimmed and gotten some nice damage on those mutas right there. And the mutas now are doing some nice economic damage here, taking down a lot of SCVs, and will be able to swoop right out of there. And there they go, taking something like 5 or 6 SCVs. And the third gas is now up for Blazin. Is he getting lurkers? Not just yet. He's already got Carapace halfway done, and no sign of a den yet. Okay, there's... Oh my god, ladies and gentlemen, this is the crazy Zerg! Blazin is going crazy Zerg style, mutas into Hive. This is such a ballerific style, oh my goodness. Gonna skip lurkers entirely and go straight for the Hive tech. Ultras and Defilers for the win, baby. Looks like Factory is just now going down. He does have 3 racks. And yes, indeed, the upgrades are all finished, as they should be. 2H muta, the timing is you hit after stim, but before range. So you have a little bit of a window to do some damage. And he did do some damage, but now range is done, so... Well, let's actually see what the micro is like. Another SCV is going out. I don't think Gag is actually aware of the third base yet. He must assume that it is somewhere. But, oh, he is going to push out with a decent-sized medic marine group, but that is 11 mutas right there. So he's going to pull back. Can he get a few of these units? Oh no, he paused a little bit, taking a lot of marine fire right there. Got to be very careful with these mutas, because of course, if you allow them to stop moving, then they decelerate, and it actually takes them a little time to accelerate from a full stop, from not moving. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. When they're not moving, it takes a while for them to start moving, man. That's what it is. And losing a lot of mutas, down to 7 right now. He's actually got to be really careful with these, because since he skipped lurkers, he actually has no defense until his hive tech gets up. So if he loses these and he gets pushed, he's going to be dead completely. There's no way, you know, just random lings will be able to hold off the M&M group. But it looks like he's pushing across the field. The hive is not quite done yet. And even when it does finish, he needs time to get whatever tech choice he goes for. Be careful. No upgrades for the Marines just yet. Looks like, oh, he did add a bunch of turrets in the base. And there is a starport. Is he getting... Okay, looks like +1 is just on the way. Not going to be done anytime soon, but he is pushing to the top left. So it seems that he is aware of that base. He probably did scan it at some point. He does have 2 comsats. And going up to 5 barracks. I mean, Blazin. He's got to get a nice position here or something. How many mutas does he have? Did he make more? Yes, indeed, he did make more. So he's back up to 11 mutas. But he's really got to do some damage here. And he does have a good opportunity using this high ground right here to micro them down, but Gag seems to be on top of his M&M control as well. Blazin might try and whittle down the force a little bit from the high ground and then just go for a huge surround. And no, it looks like instead of whittling away, he's just going for it. I think that's a little bit early. I don't think he should have committed, but Link's coming in from the back as well. It looks like it's going to be enough. Blazin cleaning up the force. Only the medics remain, so I thought he could have spent a little bit more time picking away at the group, but instead just going for it and does manage to crush the Terran attack. It looks like Gag's multitasking a little bit, failing him right there, but he does have his science facility almost complete, going up to 6 barracks, keeping his money nice and low. However, will he be able to deal with the fast Ultralisks? That's right, no defilers here. We go straight for the cows. Also getting the second double Evo right now, getting melee and carapace. I believe +1, yes, +1 carapace is already finished against non-upgraded Marines, but the Links go in a little bit early, but here come the Mutas, and Gag might not even survive until the Ultras come out, because there are a lot of Mutas and Links flooding into the natural right here. A siege tank is out, that's not going to do that much. And oh my goodness, Blazin going for the kill right here. There's a ton of turrets still. He might want to save these Mutas and just let the Lings go to work. There are a lot of turrets now in the base. He should be very careful with these, but the Lings, the Zerglings are just going to work on the SCVs, although medics healing SCVs. Wow, that's actually not... Wow. Medic SCV, man, it's pretty good against Zerglings. Where's the vessel? No vessel in production. And are there any Ultras out? No Ultras out just yet, but either way, I think Gag is in a ton of trouble. Oh, he does get all the rest of the Mutalisks. Blazin has lost all the Mutas, but I don't think he really cares, man, because he is about to have some +3 Carapace Ultras popping out. There goes a scan. I don't know if the Ultra Cavern was scanned. Now getting the speed upgrade. Are there any Ultras in production? There must be. Yeah, there are some Ultras in production. Only has a bunch of Lings right now. Interestingly, he still has a ton of gas, so still going to be able to produce a fair number of Ultras. 1 SCV in the bottom right. Possibly was looking to expand until his natural got completely ravaged by that Muta Link force. And it looks like Blazin is going in again. I don't really agree with this. He doesn't have any support. Pure Ling is, I mean, Cracklings are pretty good. I assume he got the adrenal glands. Yes, indeed he did. But still, by themselves, attacking into this kind of position, not the greatest idea. Either way, I think he's in a fantastic position. The +3 Ultralisks are out right now. Looks like 4 of them on the field, getting some Scourge as well to deal with the vessels. And I really like this double Evo as well. I mean, I was a little bit surprised that he could afford this. That he's only on 3 gas and he's going double upgrade plus Ultras. But then again, having skipped Lurkers, he does have quite a bit of gas to spare. Very rare to see Crazy Zerg in any games, let alone a foreigner game, and to see it working like this is quite impressive. Here we go, 5 Ultras, a ton of Cracklings. Is he going to go for the break? There's no Fire Bats here. A couple of Fire Bats would do Gag a lot of good, and SCV sees the force, sees the destruction that is about to rain down upon him. He's going to try and do some fancy blocking with SCVs. It looks like he will. But the Ultra Ling is moving in. Siege tanks, Marines doing a lot of things. This Ultra's freaking out. I don't know what that Ultra was doing. And Gag holds quite easily. Only the Ultras are left. I mean, they're actually 4-1 Ultras right now, but they have no support. They have no Crackling support. These Ultras are just... What are they doing? Oh my goodness.